Today I'm going to talk about things you should avoid when you're in Medellin. Welcome to How to Expat. My name is Tacha and I'm an expat myself. Our mission is to help expats and soon-to-be expats to start their journey to avoid low prices and to settle down hassle-free. So like I said, today's video is all about what you should avoid when you're in Medellin. So let's start with the first thing, Escobar. Don't talk about Escobar, especially in public. The topic Escobar, especially now after the Netflix series, this is a really round point. So people here got really offended if you talk like if you start talking about it, and especially if you only have the knowledge out of the series. So I would suggest to just not talk about it, so you'll be fine. Paisas are really proud people, especially about food. So in case you don't like something, like typical Colombian food, like chicharrón, arepa, whatever, you don't have to tell them directly that you don't like it. You can tell it that it's not your favorite food maybe, but don't tell them like straight, oh, I don't like it or I hate it. That would really be offending to Colombians, and I really suggest to not say something like that. So food is really important here, and just respect that, and you don't have to tell them your opinion, and yeah. So to not offend a Colombian or especially a Paisa, just don't use the word hate or I don't like or something like that. Just do the way around like Paisas do. Also, what I see a lot here, especially in the more touristy area, are people who are speaking English. This is not the main problem, but they're speaking loud. And for example, Americans tend to be loud. And this is not a bad thing in particular, but people are looking at you in a different way, and also it is kind of disrespectful when you're in public, or if you're in a restaurant, for example, and you're the loudest of everyone. So like you can think that Latinos or Colombians are really loud people, and they are, especially when they're partying. But like when they're eating or something, they're pretty like not whispering, but they're not as loud as Americans, for example. So it would like there's no problem speaking English in public. Just try to not be so loud, especially when you're not alone. No dar papaya is a typically saying here in Colombia. It means not give papaya literally, but what it really means is don't give other people a reason to rob you, for example. Or like an example would be when you're walking around with a big old camera around your neck, especially in like saying parts like El Centro, which is not really the safest area, especially if you have shiny things, cameras or whatever. So you're giving them like an opportunity, you're giving them like a chance to rob you because you're showing off. So that papaya is something you should be aware, so you should always be aware what you're wearing. If you should wear this chain, like this bling bling chain, this diamond earrings or whatever, or not. So it really depends on in which area you're living in, but in general, no dar papaya is a really good saying just to avoid to be robbed and to have like to experience something bad here. No dar papaya is just a saying to stay safe. Another thing I noticed here in Colombia, or specifically here in Medellin, is that people are not really emotional in public when like good emotions, like happy or crying because of happiness or something like that, but they're not really like angry in public. And when they are, they will most probably get in trouble because they are angry in public, or they will just get ignored. So for example, when you're in a restaurant and you're angry because your food doesn't taste as good as you wanted it to or whatever, say it in a paisa way, like it could have been better, or oh, I would like add this or whatever. But if you're getting angry, like really emotional and angry, they will ignore you, they will kick you out or whatever. It depends on the situation and where you are. But in general, like being angry in public is something that is not really accepted here, and it's something that isn't like you will not be treated good if you're an angry person here. So yeah, just that you know, don't be angry in public. Like keep it for yourself, go home and shout how long you want to, but in public, avoid it if you can. Also, Pisces are really friendly people. So they're friendly to you, they're friendly to everyone, no matter state, no matter if you're poor or if you're rich, it really doesn't matter. And same should be, like you should have the same mindset. So if you have, like if a street vendor is trying to sell you chocolate or something, so you don't have to be rude to them, you can just say gracias and that's it. Because they will say thank you and move away and tell you have a nice day or whatever. They will not be angry, but it's how you treat them. So always always be respectful of the people, no matter age, no matter what they are, kinda like if they're rich or poor or whatever. So yeah, this is really an important thing here, because I see a lot foreign people, they come here and they're not used to say, for example, gracias, like thank you, or please for something. They're just like straight, and this is the next point. Don't be too straightforward. Means when you need something, you have to start a conversation first. So, for example, if you want to ask something, you're not just asking like, I want to know that. You're like, hi, how are you? Sorry for bothering you. I would like to know, for example. Or if you want something specifically, so you're like, or if it's a friend, like Colombian friend, you will say like, hi, how are you? How's your family? Oh, is your dog still? Blah, blah, blah. And then you can go out like with what you want. Like then you can say like, oh, I was thinking about doing this, or I would like to have this. But it is really a big, it is really a huge difference if you're saying it straight, or if you're just starting a conversation first. You have to be polite with people here. And I really appreciate that. Like I really like it the way they are. They're not like straight. The Colombians are rather going around the topic and then slowly come to the point instead of just saying what they want. I have to say at this point that this is what I personally noticed when living here in Medellin, and also I noticed the difference between the Andes and the coast, for example. The coast is so different. They're more straight, they're more Americans, like they're more straight, telling you what you want. Please and thank you is not really a thing there, really depending where you are, but from what I noticed. And also they're just different in the culture and in behaving. They're more angry in public. I never saw somebody really angry here in public. In Cartagena, for example, this was a daily business, just what I noticed. So it is really a huge difference, and that's why I'm saying this, because I'm focusing here on Medellin. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the moment. Those are the things that I saw, I witnessed it since I'm here in Medellin, and I think it's really important for you to know that in order to get around easier. So let me know in the comments down below if you noticed something else I didn't mention now in the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video and you want more of them. See you next time.